everyone, I'm Emma Sterrett Hong, the Kent School Associate Dean of Equity and Inclusion. Thank you for taking a moment to watch this brief video about our Restorative Solutions Committee. We are offering this resource as part of our efforts to become a more anti-oppressive school and to provide additional support to our staff, students, and faculty. I hope you find the information in this video useful.
Greetings, my name is Deshara Dobb, and I am a proud alumni from the Kent School of Social Work. But most importantly, I serve as your 2020-2022 Community Advisor for the Restorative Solutions Committee. The restorative justice approach is a theory that's intention is to repair any harm caused to an individual or group. The aim of this process includes community safety, competency development, and accountability, allowing for all willing parties to repair and restore relationships and their communities. The restorative justice approach was originally created for the criminal justice system, but has been adapted to systems such as higher education and organizations.
Hi, my name is Jillian Pearsall, and I'm one of the 4 community advisors on the Restorative Solutions Committee within the Kent School of Social Work. The purpose of the Restorative Solutions Committee, RSC, is to review incidences regarding diversity and social justice and provide recommendations using a restorative justice approach. The Kent School of Social Work acknowledges the contribution of non-campus community partners and values the outside perspectives community advisors bring to the work of the RSC. Each of the 4 community advisors has a background in social justice and has been trained in using restorative approaches within institutions. The RSC will maintain 4 community advisors, 2 of which have graduated from the Kent School within the past 5 years. The task of the community advisors is to review materials sent to them by the faculty members when an incident is reported. The community advisors will discuss the incident with members of the committee and make recommendations based on each incident. Also, the RSC may identify trends and problem areas that may also need to be discussed and reviewed by the committee. In order to reach quorum, at least 2 community advisors must attend each discussion recommendation session. On behalf of the community advisors on the RSC, thank you for your time and take care.
Hello, my name is Lesley Harris, and I'm an associate professor at the Kent School of Social Work and a member of the Restorative Solutions Committee. I'm here to explain the various restorative justice approaches which might be engaged in following a report made to the Restorative Solutions Committee. I'm going to explain 3 different restorative justice approaches that the parties might engage in. The first is a mediated one-on-one discussion. This is a process that provides an interested person the opportunity to meet with the person who created harm in a safe and structured setting, engaging in a discussion of the harm with the assistance of a trained restorative justice mediator. The goals of this mediation include permitting parties to meet on a voluntary basis, encouraging the person who created harm to learn about the impact and to take responsibility for the resulting harm, and provide the opportunity to develop a plan that might address the harm. The second approach is the community/group conferencing process. This process brings together the party or parties who experienced harm and the party or parties that caused harm, along with community members and key supporters of both, in deciding how to address the aftermath. The goals of conferencing include, first, giving the party who was harmed an opportunity to be directly involved in responding, increasing awareness of the impact of his or her behavior, and providing an opportunity to take responsibility for it. Also, engaging support systems for making amends and shaping the party who created the harm's future behavior, and allowing both parties to connect to key community support. Lastly is the talking/peacemaking circles. This is a process to develop consensus among community members, both the parties that were involved in creating harm and those who were harmed, to work on a restorative plan that addresses the concerns of all interested parties. The goals of the circle are to promote healing of the affected parties, giving the party who created harm the opportunity to make amends, giving those who experienced harm and the community a voice and shared responsibility in finding constructive resolutions, addressing the underlying causes of the behavior, and lastly, building a sense of community around shared community values. Each of the three hallmark restorative justice processes, a mediated one-on-one discussion, community and group conferencing, and talking/peacemaking circles, ends with an agreement and a plan on how the party who created harm will make amends.
If you had a troubling experience during a class discussion related to culture, the RSC could be a resource for you.
Can the RSC help me seek resolution if a colleague is disrespecting me based upon my sexual orientation?
If you feel like your colleague has acted in a way that diminishes or disrespects your cultural background, the RSC may be a way of seeking resolution.
Hello, I'm David Jenkins, Dean of the Kent School. Thank you for looking into our Restorative Solutions Committee. We began sensing the need for this committee back in 2019 as we realized we could use assistance in thinking through our responses to issues or dilemmas experienced in the school. Historically, an issue might come to my office that needed attention or a solution. I would think it through, speak to various people that were knowledgeable or engaged on the topic to come up with options or next steps and ultimately make a decision. We decided it would be helpful in some cases if we had a more decisive way to check our responses and engage some of our community members in the solution-making process. We believe we needed their feedback and reaction to help us craft more meaningful and thoughtful responses. The Restorative Solutions Committee is composed of Kent School faculty and staff members, and also some of our community partners. Our faculty and staff members serve as the fact finders and help gather information related to an issue that has been submitted. When the information has been gathered, it is presented to our community members for their feedback. The community members look through the submission and then offer a response. This response from the community members is then submitted to the dean. The dean can either follow that advice or go another direction, but minimally the dean has the feedback of the community members to think through with any response. We hope you find this committee helpful. We're grateful for those that join us in this important work. I believe this type of endeavor makes the Kent School a better place for all. Thank you.